All right, everyone, here we go. It's an all signs reading. Doesn't matter what your sign is. Straight up energy reading. This is the new moon in Virgo. Why is this a big deal? Well, this pre-shuffle, unfucking real. I picked up this deck and this was at the bottom. This is exactly what was looking at me. I said, oh, that'd be pretty cool if that was the pre-shuffle because it jives with the energy nicely. I shuffled for about 5 minutes. Oh yeah, I shuffle for the usually the pre-read here, right? The pre-shuffle read we call it, before I hit the record button for a while. I did. It came back. So it is. This was at the bottom. I'm just being honest with you. I'm being transparent. This was at the bottom of the deck when I picked it up. It was still here after I shuffled, unchanged. And I did some shuffling. I'm gonna tell you. So this is powerful. It's a new cycle, right? It's one where your intuition is amazing, right? Amazing intuition in this. It's a very practical energy. Virgo, moon in Virgo. Very practical energy. Let's take a look. 10 swords, just the surface energy crossed by the Queen of Cups. Something's over, right? One door closes, another door opens, but you always knew. You always knew it was going to be over. You always knew it's something you saw coming down the line. Okay? It's a bit of that. You've known all along how this movie turns out. Okay? But actually, it provides you with some benefit. It provides you with a chance to take a breath, take a break, get some perspective. On what? Well, the King of Cups and the King of Swords are next. This applies to everybody. This is going through with your runner or your person, you know, the incoming energies attached to you. Something's over and they saw it coming. The writing's been on the wall for a while and they're okay with it. Okay? So I'll just say we. I'll say all of us. That's the case in some capacity. It could be it could be a relationship. It could be as simple as you're moving or something like that, or whatever. You saw something coming down the line, but it's okay. You now, because of this 10 of Swords, which would not go away even when I shuffled, you get some perspective here, some balance on how and why you love, what you want in regards to love, what you want emotionally in life, and the truth, the things you go after, my King of Action, right? The things you will or will not take action towards. Why? Because you get also with this Hanged Man, everybody gets some perspective on where we've let ourselves down with the 5 of Pentacles, where we fought for things that didn't matter, right? And I say that because underneath this 7 Wands is 4 Cups. Fighting for bullshit. People argue over the stupidest shit sometimes. Sometimes we go after, again, I talked about it here with the King of Swords, the things you'll go after, the things you'll spend your time on. I think overall, if I'm just to say, what is this? It's about this Hanged Man. It's about a realization, a perspective that your time is valuable. And you get a bit more discerning on who or what gets it. Okay? Where we've left ourselves blindfolded and trapped in delusion over our lives. All of that clears. Whoosh, take it all out. It all clears. The 10 Swords, whatever it is for you, whatever era is ending, we'll call it an era, right? It's right there. It leads to that. This guy, a lot of fresh air coming at him from the ocean, not some smelly wharf. This is nice, clean ocean air, right? $1 million, billion-dollar homes up here on the hill, they pay for that air. I tell you, standing right there, got a clear view of where you're going. It's a great little cycle that's beginning. And even, made even more powerful, whether you choose to believe me or not, made even more powerful by the fact that this is exactly the way the deck looked when I picked it up off the table. There it is. And it shuffled for it, it came back. That always tells me something when that happens. That happens very rarely, you know. All right, let's go. This is pretty cool. Let's just pull a reading. Let's just lighten up a little bit. That was heavy, right? The surface energy, that's pretty heavy shit. You get to find out. I think really it's about what you give your time to, your time and energy, your emotions to, you know. And also some of you get to find out that your intuition's a lot better than you thought as well. A few of you, okay? That's really nice. You should learn to trust it. All right, let's go. Let's shuffle the deck. Give me the soulmate cycle with the influence of the new moon in Virgo. Let's hit it. It's a general reading. It may or may not resonate with you, but if the title brought you in here, or you found Steve's Love Tarot, you're here. That's it. It won't let me shuffle anymore. You're here for a reason. This reading is timeless. Whenever you find it, you're meant to find it. Because I'm not a fucking Time Lord. This is a 6-month cycle. We say that a lot about moons, like the new moon starts a 6-month cycle, blah, 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 ending with the, you know. I don't always harp on it. But this is one of the ones where it really is a big cycle. It really is a 6-month-long energy. Okay? Keep that in mind, because the why the fuck are we here position, the card before the cut is the Queen of Swords. There's a oh man, I'm just going to say it. You were right all along about something. There's something here that you saw coming. Look, all the clouds are below her. Okay, somebody else saw this too. Somebody else saw. Again, I'm pulling on the incoming energy, but your energy's here too. There's both of you saw something at the same time. There's meaning in everything, right? Everything happens for a reason. It's sort of like I knew when I picked up this deck and I saw that that was the pre-shuffle, that Ten of Swords was staring at me. I knew that that was going to be the pre-shuffle. I didn't believe that I knew. I thought, well, I'll shuffle it away. It'll give me something similar. It gave me the exact same thing. When I saw the Ten of Swords come back, I go, oh, I fucking knew it. I knew it. I knew that had to mean something because it fits with the energy perfectly. And the universe wouldn't take that away. Right? There you go. It's right here. Somebody here is faced with a cold, hard truth, something they knew all along. I suspect it has to do with their with their feelings for you, or them wanting a second chance with judgment falling out there. Somebody's having a reckoning. A bit of a come to Jesus. Okay? You might have a few of those too. But I don't think it's as severe on the DF side. I think for the DF side, it ties to your karmic debt, which was always self-worth in this particular soulmate cycle. I think you're just a bit more discerning going forward about who you give your time and emotional energy to. Well, and physical energy too. What comes after that Queen of Swords? What comes after the cut? Two of Wands. Yeah. Somebody realizing they went the wrong way. We already had the Three of Wands in the pre-shuffle. The cut cards back up the pre-shuffle. So, if that's the case, somebody went the wrong way here, right? He's turned the other way as the guy in the Three of Wands. The guy in the Three of Wands facing this way, he facing that way. And in relation to the cut cards, to that truth, you know, in your case, you might learn that you went the wrong way in a couple of times, or you looked at something from the wrong angle. I don't know, but somebody here is realizing they went the wrong way and they knew it the whole time, and maybe they beat themselves up about it, maybe they don't. I suspect, you know, and they might do something about it, they might not. Let's find out. I don't know. Let's see which way the energetic wind is blowing here. We'll find out. Give me a reading. Give me the soulmate cycle with the influence of the new moon in Virgo. Oh, I like this energy. Wow. I'm going to clarify with a really tricky deck. I'm going to use the Somnia deck to clarify this one. I'm going to need it. It's tricky, though. It's a tricky deck to use. All right. But I've never used it with the Rider Waite, so this should be interesting. The Rider Waite's a pretty traditional, mellow energy. It's pretty down the middle. And it's already given me some crazy shit. So let's just see where we go here. Give me a reading, universe. It knows what I mean by that. The overall energy of everything that's going to fall. Yeah, I do think this is communication. We've had it a lot with Pluto retrograde, with Uranus retro. I mean, I do think you got some. If nothing else, can I just tell you, because your energy is attached to this too, never mind the incoming energy, you got some new adventures ahead. If you're someone sitting out there worried that nothing's coming down the future, I've been bored, Steve, it's been terrible, Steve, fine. Wait for it. Okay, I think there's sudden, it may, you know, there's something, and I almost think I should pull an energetic weather update this week, because there's kind of something in the energy that's creating some real serendipitous shit. Okay, I mean some serious, like you meet somebody, you get to talking to somebody in line at the grocery store or at the coffee shop, and we talked about that your energy attracting that in the Pluto reading. Right, you get to talk to somebody, and it turns out this person ends up being somebody that changes your life. They offer you a job, they offer you a contract, they offer you some kind of a friendship that's very, you know, mutually beneficial and balanced. I don't know. But for you, there are some new adventures coming. There's also new adventures with somebody else. Somebody who's very attracted to you. Somebody who usually represents as Fakey McFakerman, Queen of Wands. Maybe they're not seeing past your hot ass. Maybe they're just seeing that and not how emotionally deep you are and smart you are. But either way, there's new adventures coming in. There's communication. Both of these cards have a blue background. Somebody want to talk to you. Somebody, definitely. That's pretty powerful. All right, let me grab the Somnia deck. Let's get started. Enough. Let's roll. It's a busy set of energies this week. I still got Mars going into Cancer. That's going to be beautiful. Normally, it's a disaster this year. As I wrote about in my September write-up, it is something else. I'll tell you, it's like a very bewitching effect. All right. Let's go. All right, here we go. Right here is the energy around your connection with whoever the fuck that is, okay? And whoever the fuck I've been talking about. Right here is the 3D energies around this person. Right here is their soul, is the hidden energy, message from the universe, red with the energy connection. Right here is the potential final outcome. I say potential because I cannot predict free will. Nobody can. I will clarify everything, throw some universe cards at the end, and you can bet your sweet asses we're going to extend this one. Right. Okay. All right. Let's see where we go here. Let's do it. I feel like I just auctioned off a chicken or something. All right. Right here, the energy around your connection. Or maybe a parrot in my case, I suppose. There it is. You might remember that 3 of Swords energy from such motherfucking readings as the Uranus retrograde, a reading with Steve, right? The statute of limitations person. Yeah. Guess. Yeah. In this era, this gets addressed. It gets addressed, right? The statute of limitations person. I told you in that reading, and I know that reading went over the head of a good number of the viewers, just because I just feel like I got all kinds of weird comments on it and shit like that on X and stuff like that. And I'm just like, how did that go over your head? It's a very simple analogy. It's very simple. If you can't get them on one thing, you get them on something else. Okay? Whatever it is. Something here. This gets addressed either head on, if not head on, from the side. From some other thing. There's no simpler way to put it. This 3 of Swords is the card that ends the separation phase of the soulmate cycle. This is communication. This is somebody very attracted to you. I can't wait to clarify this. I love that came out there. I love it. And I love that this reading started with 10 swords and it's a new moon reading. Get you some popcorn, some beer, sit back. We're going to have a reading here. All right, 3D energies around this person. Yep. 9 swords. Somebody thought this was over. No, this is not going to be a repeat of the reading with me, the Uranus retrograde saga. No, but the fact that these are coming out from a deck we didn't touch in the YouTube portion of that reading anyway. I don't even know if we touched it in the extended. Whether we did or didn't doesn't matter. The fact that these are coming out, okay, is telling. All of my readings tie together. This is important. In this new moon phase, something happened. Somebody knows. This tells me that they know that this isn't past its statute of limitations. I still love calling it a statute of limitations. I think I know why. I thought about that the other day after the Uranus reading, after I finished it, and I thought about it, and I thought, this person is kind of, if we were to make a statue of the energy that's incoming, the energy that's connected to you, this DM energy that's connected to you, we'll say, right? It would, if we were to make a statue of it, it would be a statue of limitations. It would be a very disappointing statue of some kind. It'd be covered in pigeon shit. Every bird would be crapping on it. I mean, everything. It would even have owl vomit on it. I mean, everything would be. It is a statue of limitations. Somebody here knows all along that needs to be addressed. They're just going to try to avoid it. This new moon energy is keeping this person up at night. The dark of the night is pretty much really tough for them. All right, their soul is here. It bookends 3 swords, 3 of pentacles. See now we're not shutting that down, are we? There's no bison there. There's no dead bison. I think we had 10 swords there in the reading with me, right? I felt that. We started this reading with 10 swords. So this is like take the reading with me from the other day and shuffle the deck on it. And we've got now somebody who definitely wants something with you. But they don't want to address this. And the universe is saying by putting the 3 swords here and not here in the final outcome, by putting it here, it has to be addressed. We don't get this unless this is addressed. All right? And I think this person knows that. And that's why that's a picture of them. Right? All right. I know that's not any of you because you're Steve's Love Tarot viewer. You don't sleep with that much clothes on. What the fuck? All right. So I know that's the incoming energy. And that would be, and if that was a statue, that would be the statue of limitations, wouldn't it? Someone worried about nonsense, keeping themselves up at night, losing beauty sleep over bullshit. Right? Okay. All you got to do is get real. And you don't stay up at night. All you got, lies are tough, man. It's tough. Lying to yourself, all of it, it's just nonsense. It's just bullshit. It's just surface energy. It's static. All you got to do is get real, and you feel a lot better. I mean, this person needs to figure that out. They know damn well that this has to be addressed, okay, before this can happen. Their soul is on board. The soul is screaming at them, hey, let's get something going here. We want a partnership with you. There is more to come between you guys, though. I will say, as part of your new adventures, this person is in a couple of episodes. I'm just using it as an example. I'm just saying. That's what's here. It's an easy way for me to interpret the energy and translate it. You might have a future with this person, strangely enough. And I say strangely enough because of what I said in the Pluto reading and what I said in the Uranus retrograde reading, where I said this person might be a waste of your time. I think that came up somewhere. I get it. But I don't know. If this can be addressed, what's the universe want to tell us? It's red with that. Yeah, the Seven of Pentacles. It's what I just said. Everything I just said. Time will tell. Right? The energy is right for this to be addressed. We can address this Three of Swords. We can address the elephant in the room. But it must be. It depends. If it is, we're good. If he picks the fruit, he'll make money. If he doesn't, he won't. I mean, it's no other way to look at it. Harvest time is here. It's time. All right. You know what? I wanted to skip the final outcome. I'm afraid to look. All right, before we clarify, what's the final outcome for you, my viewer? It's red with 9 swords. It's the moon. It's as yet unknown. For reasons I already said. Now, don't fault me for that. Sometimes I say that, and people are like, oh, you would say that. No, knock it off. Honestly, everything depends on free will decisions here. Everything does. Think about what I said in TV speak. You get a role, you get 5 episodes on a show. Okay, let's just say that happens. Let's say you're into all that and that's what you get. It's a good analogy. You get 5 episodes on a show. As yet unknown whether that continues. You think it's going to be great for your career. Oh, it's going to be terrific. And then maybe they'll keep me on. They said maybe they'd keep me on, that kind of thing. As yet unknown. We don't know yet. We got to see how the audience reacts to you, you know, all that kind of stuff. You got to see whether you were a pain in the ass on the set, that kind of stuff. I mean, look at this person here. You got to see. You might end up with them. All the energy indicates, the soul energy, everything indicates that you might. The Page of Wands indicates it, absolutely. But it depends how much of a pain in the ass they are. It depends if we can address this Three of Swords. As yet unknown is the final outcome. I'm going to try to get you an answer. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm going to try to get you an answer, but we'll see. All right? Bottom of this deck randomly is very powerful, by the way, the World. That's a very powerful World card. This is a very powerful deck. It's one of my offliners, and that is, you know, we'll have to see. It is what it is. Let's talk about Three Swords. Let's do it. Oh man. All right. I got to take this Somnia energy with the Rider Waite. If it doesn't work, I'm going to get rid of it. But I may just for a couple of positions double clarify. All right? I'll do that for you. Listen, I want to make sure I get it right for you. But this is one of those as yet unknown situations. It's got to play out first. And that means also that on the timeline, it's playing out differently for all of you. The universe can't pinpoint it, right? But one thing is clear here. There is a future communication of some kind. And don't come at me and go, my person's dead. Then it's 5D. Whatever. Something gets cleared up. You know. I cleared up a lot of the unfinished business with my father long after he passed. The first year after he passed away, we was just clearing up old business. And it was some of the craziest dreams I ever had and some of the weirdest happenstance things happening in the 3D. It was the weirdest year of my life, 2019. From March 8th on, it was the weirdest year I ever had. Nothing like it. But part of it is, you know, part of all of those happenings are what brought me out here to help you guys out with this soulmate cycle. You know. All right. So I suppose maybe something good came out of it if you think the channel's good. If you think the channel's bad, then you rue the day, I guess. I don't know. Three of Swords. I do my best. I'm just trying to help. All right. Oh, fuck my ass. All right, it's the Emperor. It's crossed by the Emperor. It's up to, oh, fuck me. As yet unknown, it's up to this fucker? Are you serious? Are you fucking kidding? If we're waiting on the Burger King to handle this, oh, we fucked. I mean, if you're looking for nutrition, Burger King's the last place you need to go, in my opinion. I have to add that in. What's on top? Oh, shit. It's 7. Yeah, it plays out so many different ways. There's confusion. No. This is the energy of your connection. Okay, I have to re-explain this because some people are new. The veterans of my channel already know. Your connection is a ball of energy. Just picture it this way. This is just for your mind's eye. It's far more complicated than this. But just, I'm simplifying, okay? Big Bird, Sesame Street kind of thing. Your connection is a ball of energy. You two each plug into it on either side. Plug into that ball of energy. So what you guys are doing can knock that ball of energy out of balance, and each individual thing can knock each individual of you guys out of balance, etc., etc. This is talking about the ball of energy that's in the middle that you two plug into. That ball of energy is confused. I mean, it is fluctuating like crazy. Like if this was coming out, imagine a sparking wall socket in your house, right, where you plug shit in. Imagine it was just sparking and going crazy. You wouldn't know what to do. You don't want to approach it. You want to stay back, but you know you need to do something. But what do? I don't know what to do. You know, it's like that. This is a sparking wall socket right now. Why? Because we got to rely on the Burger King. And it's a hidden energy of this deck. Oh, fuck me. What's on top? Why is the Seven of Cups here? Fucking hell. Fuck. I'm sorry, I should show it to you. I have to, the energy that comes off of these cards, it's one of my offline decks because I can't do it quick. The energy that comes off this card is massive, all right? It's just this download, and I have to process it. It's 10 wands. You know, it's a sparking wall socket. Now, this is one of the positions that I'm going to double clarify, okay? I'm not gonna worry about a crossing card. I'm just going to throw two cards on. I'm going to put a card on top of that and a card on top of that from the witches. Okay? All right. I'm not going to do this for every position. I will also do it for the final outcome and maybe the message from the universe. All right? This is an important. Look, we're starting a new 6-month cycle. One where if you paid attention during the pre-shuffle, you know, could be very good for you. I mean, could be. You're going to be a whole new person. I dare to say that someday this week, probably around the 2nd or 3rd, you know, you may wake up in the morning and be a completely different person than you were the night before. We got some powerful energy coming in this week. I will try to squeeze in some sort of energy weather update to talk you through that. Okay? But right now, you kind of see it here. You can kind of see what's playing out. This is a bit more long range, but. All right, let's go. Tell me about it. Why is the Seven of Cups here? The world. And why is the 10 of Pentacles, or 10 of Wands here? I'm sorry. I was looking at the Pentacle there, the King of Pentacles. Underneath it, I said I wasn't, but whatever, the Knight of Cups. Yeah, they're coming in. Somebody's coming in to straighten this out, but the pressure has to build to a fever pitch. This is why I say, oh shit, we're fucked if we have to rely on the Burger King. This Burger King energy, Burger King, somebody got to have it their way, right? For any new people, they got to have it their way. It's an emperor who's all 4 kings, who's simply reflecting King of Wands, which is a very common energy for the incoming energy, the DM side of this cycle, which makes up about greater than 99% of the runners. 99.999997% of the runners in this cycle. They're afraid to be vulnerable, right? So anyway, I said we're fucked because we have to rely on this energy, because this energy doesn't do anything until it absolutely has to. Okay? Until it absolutely has to. Till it has no choice. And there's no way to live your life. It's not. All right? It's the way a lot of people are. I got neighbors like that. The people upstairs won't buy a damn parking permit until they start getting a bunch of tickets. When they could have just not gotten the tickets in the first place and bought a fucking parking permit for 20 bucks. You know, it is what it is. They won't even register their cars until they start getting a bunch of tickets. Which is stupid. You just pay the fucking registration. You don't get the tickets. They're just like that. It's the way a lot of people are. A lot of people don't pay their rent until they're just about to get evicted. Okay, now I'll pay it. Why don't you just pay it all along? Why put yourself through it? You know, if you had the money sitting there, what the hell are you doing with it? All right. Anyway, my point is, financial examples aside, it's the way a lot of people are. They don't do anything, be it health related, be it money related, be it love related, until things reach a fever pitch. Okay? Until we get to this 10 of Wands. He's saying they're not going to stabilize this energy until we reach the fever pitch, the 10 of Wands, the pressure. Till we're not going to scream, I'm innocent, until we finally get hooked up to the gallows. Okay? So that's basically what the card is saying. All right. 9 of Swords, why is it here? Okay. Back to the Somnia deck. Okay, all right. Page of Pentacles is crossing this here. This person's it's my student. They're waking up at night thinking about you. I get that. That's spying energy. It's a spying energy attached to it, but it's sort of someone feels stuck in a hole, stuck in a trap. Someone feels trapped by you or something between you two. Something Three of Swords related, like we talked about in the reading with me the other day. Okay? What's on top? Queen of Swords. That's why we're here. It's a more ominous Queen of Swords than why we're here from the Rider Waite, but it's the card before the cut. And a lot of times that card before the cut does show up in the 3D energies around whoever's attached to you. It's a very cold, hard truth. It's a cold, hard truth with shading. What do I mean by that? I mean that they're taking the truth and twisting it into what they like. And then that kind of backfires on them a little bit, which is why we see this person up at night like that, right? Why is the Queen of Swords here? Three of Pentacles. And that leads us to here, Three of Pentacles. So, and this energy flows from here to here. So again, it's somebody who gets the cold, hard truth, doesn't want to hear it, right? And realizes that, and then the moment that happens, the soul energy kicks in. Yeah, but I want something. Oh, but then I have to face the cold, hard truth. Yeah, but I want something. Oh, I don't want to hear it. Yeah, but I want something. It goes round and round and round. That's why they feel they're in a hole. They feel like they can't escape it, right? They feel like they're stuck. It's like the only, it's like this kid right here. He's got like an iPad or something like that. And he's only got one TV show he can watch. There's one video on YouTube. That's the only one that works. And it's over and over and over and over again, right? It's like watching a repeat 9,000 times. Okay. What's going on with the Three of Pentacles in the soul? Freaking hell. Now, this is tied with all this over here, so I don't think I'll need to double clarify this one. But if I do, I will. I'll definitely do the outcome because it's as yet unknown. And while I get that that's a valid answer, I'm gonna ask the universe to be speculative for you, okay? But keep in mind, it's a guess. And the universe doesn't like to guess any more than a scientist does or I do. I don't like guessing. Here we go. Five of Wands. Five of Wands. Five of Wands. They keep shooting this down. This is a person, I talked about this in a recent extended. I said this is a person that loves to just put swords in things and do the wrong thing. They always do the wrong thing. Why? What's on top? It's a mystery card. It doesn't matter. I can apply it to it. It's just about the picture. That's all it is, right? In this particular case, just about the picture. Just look at it. This is someone who always does the wrong thing, always leaves themselves out in the cold, always shoots themselves in the foot, always leaves themselves tied up. Okay? It is what it is. It's sort of an Eight of Swords type energy. Alright? If we're to look at it that way, it would technically be the Eight of Swords in this particular deck, but I choose to look at it differently. Alright? I choose to look at it as that. Just the rain and the umbrella. I am going to double clarify this. Why'd you give me the umbrella? It's the Eight of Wands. They say the wrong thing and do the wrong thing. They say the opposite of what they want. In this energy, someone's going to say and do the opposite of what they want, which is confusing to the energy because of your connection, because the Three of Swords needs to be addressed. It's everything I've already told you about all this, and more. Let's double clarify this. Fine. Why's my umbrella guy here? This energy, whoever this person is, for some of you, like I said the other day, this is minor. For some of you, this is pretty major shit. Whoever this energy is, I don't care if you're watching and going, oh, this runner has been gone for 20 years. They're never coming back. Yeah, maybe you're right. You might be right. They can come back into 5D. You're tied to this person. Doesn't have to be 3D. Either way, they're haunted by you. Okay? They are. They've got... The soul longs for you. Okay? I'll put it that way. The soul wants to talk. Somebody here feels it is an excuse machine or whatever. They're just trapped by this in some way. Why's my umbrella guy here? Why's my umbrella guy here? Yeah, the Ten of Cups. again, they just keep it in dreams. They keep with the Five of Wands crossing here, the false, bullshit fucking, I don't know, arguing with themselves over and over again, getting in their own way. This person here just finds things easier. He finds it easier to keep things in dreams. It's the Hermit on top of the soul is screaming. The soul is screaming, communicate. The soul is screaming, move forward. The soul is screaming, reach out. The soul is screaming, I want something. And this person here is like, no, it's safer here. They want to stay safe. Look how warm and dry it is here. Right? You see it? I'll show you the imagery. It's warm and dry there, isn't it? Look, it's after the rain. There's a rainbow. And it fell on top of in the rain. That's where they keep themselves. They don't want to know about this. I'll tell you why. It's the same reason a lot of people don't want to know about this. It's because they fall under some kind of weird logic that if I got this wrong, then I got everything wrong. And oh my God, then everything is all bad. Then I got to fix everything. I don't understand that logic. I would rather fix shit, than stay out there like that and never find out what's on the other side. But the soul, their soul, during this new moon is screaming, reach out. That's 8 wands right there. That the Hermit's sitting on top of. Let's talk about the 7 of Pentacles. Let's talk to the universe. Holy crap. All right. Why'd you give me the 7 of Pentacles here? Make it simple, universe, will you? We got a lot of cards on the table here. It's like a fucking weekly reading. What's going on here? I didn't take my Advil. What's going on with the 7 of Pentacles? Why'd you give it to me? Why is it here? And if I Freudian slipped it and called it a 7 of Wands, that's for a reason. I may have, because I look at it and I feel 7 of Wands. This guy is resistant to picking that fruit. And I don't, again, they're resistant to talking about this 3 of Swords. It's just, they feel like they don't have to. I beg to differ. And that's why the outcome is unknown. You might end up with this person, you might not. Either way, I think you end okay. I think something gets settled here. We'll see. Why is the 7 of Pentacles here? And why does it feel like a 7 of Wands? What the fuck's going on? 5 Swords. Again, I felt the self-sabotage over here with the 5 Wands, which really just somebody getting in their own way. They're getting in their own way. There it is. There's the energy of stabbing themselves in the foot. They're just resistant to picking that fruit, to talking about that 3 of Swords. Why? What's on top? Hermit. In this energy, they're being forced to listen to the soul. The Hermit came out over here. The Hermit says, you want something, 3 of Pentacles, go get it. Right? You know that's true. Stop shooting it down. Communicate. 8 of Wands, go get yourself the rainbow. The Hermit is read with the world and confusion. Somebody here doesn't know how to listen to the Hermit. It's like somebody who doesn't know how to drive a stick shift. They've been driving automatics their whole life. They don't know how to drive a stick shift. The car herks and jerks. It stalls. They don't realize you can't just take your foot off the clutch and no gas, and the whole thing stalls and shuts down, and they hit it. It's just grinding gears while they're shifting. It's what's going on here. They're afraid to try something new. They're afraid of this new energy. We're entering a new cycle, and that new cycle, I'm just going to say it, scares this person. Whoever this person is, they're feeling that new energy. I don't care if they're not new agey or into kind of energy and stuff like that. It doesn't matter whether you're into something or not. It's there. Everything is energy. You can sit around and go, I'm not into that kind of thing. I'm not going. You're still going to feel the energy, right? You can say you don't believe in rain, but it's still fucking raining. Okay, it doesn't matter. You're still going to get wet. It's just because you don't believe in something doesn't mean it's not there. It just means you don't believe in it. So for them, I think a lot of them don't believe in it. Otherwise, why would they stay out here and think the umbrella is fucking keeping them safe? Why not go here, right? Why not take it out? And the Hermit's saying go for it, and the energy is saying go for it. The new cycle, the world is saying go for it, which is confusing the connection because the door is wide open and they're not coming in. Okay? It's very confusing to the connection. Imagine your connection is a sparking wall socket, like I said, and how you would react to that. How would that make you feel? Oh God, what do I do? What do I do? This person doesn't know what to do. But they know they don't want to address the 3 of Swords, yet the energy is making it feel like they can. Okay? He doesn't want to pick the fruit, yet the fruit looks pretty ready to pick. Probably should, but I don't want to, but should. All right, why is the Hermit here? Oh, fucking hell. Six of Wands. If all they got to do is listen to, again, there is victory to be had here. There's mustard yellow. It's the color, base color of the soulmate cycle in general. It really is. It's, as far as the color energy goes, is mustard yellow. You see mustard yellow places, you're getting signs about this soulmate cycle. I will tell you that. The universe, since we're talking to the universe here, the energy is saying, I'm going to win. One way or another, the universe is going to win here. You can't beat City Hall. Okay? I mean, it's just what it is. If they listen to the soul, there's victory here. All right? It's just as yet unknown whether they do. Okay? Let's go. We ready? The moon. What does the moon mean for my viewers? I know. As yet unknown. I get it. I get it. Let me turn on my fan here. It's getting warm in here. What's the moon mean to my viewers? Tell me about it. As yet unknown. These are complicated readings. They're going to be complicated readings. They're not going to mellow out until October. September is going to be a real fuckfest of readings, I will tell you. Why is the moon here? Give me something. Give me something to fucking believe in, universe, will you? I fucking do it. The devil. And the devil in this deck is massive. That's going to be worth the extended right there. Oh, shit. What am I getting off of this? This is an energy, it's as yet, I'm just going to phrase it to you this way. The answer to you, if you were to say, Steve, what's going to happen here? I would say, for you, as yet unknown. As for the other person, the universe seems to know what they're going to do, which is exactly why it's unknown whether you're going to want to continue on journeys with this person or not. Okay? The universe has the script. It knows exactly what's going to happen here. Somebody is going to set fire to this fucking connection sometime during this phase. Sometime during this cycle. I believe for a good number of you between now and the fucking equinox, I'll be honest with you. But again, I'm not a time lord and you're all moving at different speeds on your timeline. But if you look at the card, I'll show you the energy because you can see it. Look at all the smoke around him, right? This is somebody who takes great pleasure in destroying that which makes them feel. Okay? And that came up in a recent reading. I don't know if it was an extended, I don't know, but I felt this energy. I think it was around a 10 of Swords and an Ace of Cups when it came up originally. But it's right there. This deck. This is a powerful devil card, I'm going to tell you right now. And it is fueled. It is fueled by a Page of Wands. That's a Page of Wands. I know they're coming in. I know. But I think they're just coming in to set fire. And it's interesting because I said over here, your connection, the energy is confused. It's behaving like a wall outlet in your house that's sparking. That could potentially set fire to your house if you don't do something. What you should do is go find your breaker box and shut the fucking power off immediately. All right? And I think that's what you do. I think that's what you do with the Four of Wands or the Four of Cups that's been coming up in a lot of the recent readings. We've been talking about it. I'm not going to bring it up here. But again, somebody's coming to set fire. Why? Because you make them happy. And I don't want to be happy. I'm out here in the rain. I got this new umbrella. I want to use it. You know, no. The Three of Swords needs to be addressed here. I'll tell you. Somebody's coming to, I don't know. They just seem to, this is an energy that sets fire to things that make them happy. That the moment they feel something, what's on top? Five of Pentacles. I mean, just look at the picture. Just look, right? It's somebody who leaves themselves out. It's what I said. They leave themselves out. It's like you invite them to come join your club. You know, why don't you come join the club? You've been watching. It looks like we're having fun over here. Why don't you can come join. No, that's okay. Right? And then, just to spite you guys, they light fire to your clubhouse. Right? And just because, even though the whole time they wanted to join. It's what it is. Person wants to come in your clubhouse, right? And it just, why is the Five of Pentacles here? Yeah. And there it is. It's an Ace of Cups. I talked about this is that same energy I talked about with the Ten of Swords and the Ace of Cups. I knew one of those cards to come out here. We started the reading with a Ten of Swords. We end it with an Ace of Cups. It is somebody here who continually will just, the moment they feel something or anything they want to do that might bring them any kind of true happiness, They just fuck it up. Yet they dream about that happiness all the time. And they're a powerful manifester with the Hermit here twice. The universe keeps reminding me this person's got some power. They got some juice. All right? I mean, it's sort of like that. It's like that X-Men superhero Storm, right? She could go out and make it rain and all kinds of stuff. Well, she can make it sunny too. Why does she keep doing this? Right? Your person's got the same powers. They could clear the storm or they can make the storm. They just choose to keep it a stormy day all the fucking time. It just doesn't make any sense. They're like a dumb superhero, right? Everything backwards. Superman can fly, yet why is he taking the bus? You know, it's a bit of that. It's just, okay. They have a lot of love for you. Look, why does this make you feel good? What, you know, because they have a lot of love for you. They only do this to things that they truly love. It's an Ace of Cups. It's a fucking well. An artesian well full of shit, full of fucking love. They only do this to things they love. And the universe gave me the most powerful card of destruction it could give me in the crossing energy here. In this deck, this Devil card has a lot of meanings. I could literally sit here right now and talk about that for a half an hour. I don't have to. I'm not going to. I'm just going to show you exactly what I'm saying. That's what happens when they're gone, right? After they're done. All right? And there's a lot of love here. So what's your potential, you know, as yet unknown, what's going to happen here? What are you going to do? What's going to happen to this love is what I'm going to ask the universe. And I'm going to grab the other deck. I'm going to grab the Witches, which randomly at the bottom has the Lovers. There's a lot of love here. The universe saying this is a powerful connection that brings powerful healing for both sides. And somebody here seems hell-bent on just, no, I don't want to be in your club. And then, by the way, it's soaked in gasoline and here's a match. You know, I mean, all because there's love here. All right? Why? What's going to happen with this love? Tell me about it. Tell me about the Ace of Cups. Ace of Cups, why is it here? Come on, where's this love going? Wow, it's going somewhere. Yes, there's the Three of Wands. That ties to the final card I showed you in the pre-shuffle. Remember in the pre-shuffle, I took the main pre-shuffle, chucked it to the side, and all that was left was a Three of Wands? Remember that? There's that Three of Wands. It's right there. You're going to need lofty perspective to help you with this. I don't know how to describe that to you. Well, no. That's probably not the best analogy. I'll skip it. I'm just going to confuse people. What's on top? 9 swords. This love will continue to haunt this person. It will not haunt you. There. That's a simple way to explain it. No analogy necessary. You follow? Don't worry about it. This is their karma. Okay? It is. And I told you that in the other reading. I said in the other reading where the Four of Cups kept coming up, and I said it's fine. This will continue to haunt them. After they burn the clubhouse down, it will continue. The love is not going anywhere. It will continue to haunt them. All right? 6 of Pentacles. The only solution is for them to give to this. All right? They have to balance this energy out. The only way this well works, if you keep taking from the well, eventually the well runs dry. Right? Somebody's got to put something back in there. And if they don't, then it's done. It's over. Somebody might give and somebody might whatever. That's why it's as yet unknown. What's going to happen with this? It doesn't matter to you. It doesn't matter. All right? You're looking in new directions. For some of you, this person comes in and gives to it and blows the whole thing up. For others of you, you don't even hear from this person, except you take away the knowledge that, oh, well, I'm going this way. I'm getting on that ship. I guess I'm leaving somebody behind that's going to be up all night. You know, it is what it is. You're all not dealing with the same person. It's impossible for you to get a reading. Impossible for thousands of people to get a reading from anybody that has one final outcome. Absolutely, mathematically impossible for that to happen. So this is an honest read. But what you can take away from it, you know, is there's a lot of love. And in fact, if they don't, whether they show up or not, they show up or they don't show up, it's still destructive. Why? Because there's a lot of love here. Whether they do or not, it doesn't matter. That's an indicator of how much love is here. You will find out something, I think. The Page of Wands twice, the Page of Wands fueling the Devil card, means that you get to find out something. You get some kind of information here. There's some sort of communication. And we saw it with the page being blue background and the Queen of Wands being blue background. That's throat chakra. Okay? So there's some kind of communication that you get here. There's a lot of love here. You are not haunted by this. You will move on just fine no matter what happens. For them, the Three of Swords is going to haunt. It really is. It's a connection that goes on in eternity. The Death card there. You know, it lives on. It goes on. We don't die when we die. Our energy just goes back to the energy pool it came from, gets redistributed. You know, there you go. That's what's going on here. Why is the Death card here? The Lovers. It's an eternal connection you have with this person. I just wanted to prove what I said. I'm sure somebody out there was like, well, how did he pull that definition of the love or of the Death card out of his ass? That's why. That was the next card. All right, it is what it is. It's an eternal connection. It won't continue to haunt you. This is their karma to blow out. I think the DF side's blown out a good chunk of their karma. But somebody here, you and somebody, there is a Three of Swords that needs to be addressed. And somebody's not listening to their soul. And they're going to come in. This is an energy, like I told you in a recent reading, that just likes to destroy anything that makes them feel. I think they've done it before in past lifetimes. I believe they have. I'm sure they have. Let's see what else the universe wants to tell you. All right, so I'm going to ask a direct question for you, okay? And I'll pull on you at the beginning of the extended. I'll pull on you here for the new moon cycle. We'll get your cycle. I'm sure there's plenty of new energies coming towards you. I'm sure this is one of them. This is probably for a lot of you a very specific energy, a very big deal. It's somebody, that Three of Swords, you have to know what that Three of Swords is to figure out who this is in this reading. But I think a good number of you, if it's for you, already know. You figured it out. So let's ask the universe what it wants to tell you about you. Okay? 3 cards from the bottom and a crossing card. Look at these. I love pulling on you. It always makes me smile. Six of Swords. Sex of Swords. I said it. I Freudian slipped it. I'm going to stick with it. It's the Sex of Swords, the Lovers, Justice, and the King of Pentacles crossing the Lovers. You come out smelling like a rose here, okay? Something about this particular cycle stabilizes a connection you have with somebody. It's as yet unknown, but I don't think it matters. I think this connection, the energy of whatever this connection is, that what this reading is about, stabilizes, balances out, brings you a great deal of healing, and I think you move on. I think you're okay with it. This is an energy that, oh God, how do I phrase it? Again, you already knew all along that you'd be smooth, that you'd be going down this road, moving into calmer waters. You already knew this. It's an energy that blends with all the other energies around, which a dominant energy is Pluto retrograde back in Capricorn, which is sort of like moving, where you decide what you're going to take with you. You can't take all of it, but we're moving into a new cycle. This is all clearing out. The lead up to the equinox is all a big clearing out of old business, like I wrote about in my write-up on September in the blog, so that we can move on into the new cycle. And that's exactly what's happening here. This new moon is showing up, and it's basically the moving truck. And here we are in the new cycle. What are we taking with us? What are we not? What do we need to resolve? What do we need to box up? What do we need to figure out? And that's what's going on here. I think it ends very well for you. It ends with justice for you. Justice is balanced energy. That's happiness. All right? So, fine. You know what? Fuck it. Why are they so happy? Why do they have justice? Let's find out. You know what? Let's use the witches. We'll use something a little less ominous. Okay? Why is justice here? Let's just clarify it. I'm not going to hold my reading hostage. If you want the extended, it's there. I'll pull on your whole cycle, but I want to know why. Somebody out there probably asks, well, why am I happy? Well, I want this person. Do you? Do you want someone who blows things up? Why not let somebody, you're in this cycle, people are going to show you who they are, who and what they are. This person's going to show you that well, I lost the devil now. Okay, the devil's gone now, but they're going to, I shuffled it away because I started the shuffle. They're going to show you, well, the high priestess is there. I'll use that. They're going to show you what they've kept hidden from you, or maybe what you haven't seen before. When people show you who they are, whether it's good or bad, believe it. All right? I mean, this person's going to, that's a perfect card to have there. This energy that we've been pulling on is you're going to get to see behind the curtain. All right? Believe it. Don't take the lesson from them. They get the cold hard truth. The DM side gets the cold hard truth, and they try to question it and twist it around and manipulate it and all that stuff, right? I mean, they're typical hypocrite more than anything else. Don't do that. When you see the truth, believe it. You know, I mean, it is what it is. I think it's terrific. I think that's part of the justice here, is somebody revealing some things to you, getting to see someone for who and what they are. You don't want somebody destructive in your life. You don't. A self-sabotager is a terrible person to have to live with. It's a terrible energy to have around you and in your life because some of it bleeds on to you. All right? It always does. We pick up energy from the people we associate with, the people we have relationships with. We pick up a little bit of energy from them. We always do. That's not an energy you want to pick up on. It's crossed by the Seven of Wands. I think you feel part of this justice in this energy is I think you feel like you fought the good fight. I think you feel like you didn't waste your time. Going forward in the future, we talked about that in the pre-shuffle about what you give your time to. You know, again, you're still battling for your own justice, but it feels righteous to me on some level. What's on top? Yeah, the Ace of Swords, Archangel Michael's sword of truth. Why is that here? The sun. Again, your justice, your balanced energy, your happiness is no longer wasted your time. When you see someone for who and what they are, fucking believe it. And move forward with it. Act upon that. That's part of the reason it's as yet unknown. It depends. It's like that TV show analogy I gave you. I don't know if you're going to end up being a series regular. We got to see. See if the people like you. See if it works out. See if whatever. It's the same thing here. We don't know how it's going to turn out here. We have to see. But you are going to get to watch. You are going to get to see some things that you didn't see before. All right? It is what it is. That's your reading. I've tried to explain it and simplify it. It's actually very complex energy. The fact that I know I'm going to get a phone call from a friend of mine after this reading is going to be like, how the fuck did you take that energy and boil it down? I mean, I don't know. I don't even know. This is extremely complex energy. Self-destructive people always are. They're very tricky. There's all kinds of underlying reasons for it. We're going to dig into that devil that was crossing there. Okay? We will in the extended. And we're going to pull more on you. But you're not going to waste your time anymore, and that in and of itself is a balanced energy. Balanced energy is happiness. I don't have any indication of any new great love coming your way here. The justice is internal here because of this, in this cycle. It is. Maybe there is a new love coming your way. I don't know. You got new adventures, so it is what it is. And you're very attractive in this energy. So that's your reading. I hope it was helpful. This is very complex energy right now, okay? It really is. Be careful where you get your information from. Do what you want to do. I don't care. I'm bad-mouthing anybody. I'm just saying, simplifying energy like this is dangerous. Be careful. All right? The devil don't... I always joke in the animal deck, the judgment doesn't come out for a bang in a bar parking lot. The devil doesn't come out of this Somnia deck for a bang in a bar parking lot. I'll tell you that. For any kind of simplistic energy. That's your reading. I hope it was helpful. If you like this reading, please like, share, and subscribe. Appreciate all the subscribers, everybody who shares, and everybody who watches. Good luck.